Guys, welcome. So, here's what I'm working on right now. I haven't fully tested all my chats, so it's very possible something may not work. That, let me go ahead and test it. I'm going to test out Kick. I know that one sometimes doesn't work. Yep, it's working. So, I turn it down a bit. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty damn well. Still sort of getting the setup, but we'll get this going here shortly. What I'm working on right now is I am currently working on setting up my thingamabomb. I'm working on setting up. I'm working on building a user interface right now. So YouTube is being dumb right now, so just bear with me. How's everyone doing? Doing well. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So I don't like using VS Code that much, but right now it is working all right. One of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be. Let me turn that down even further. Holy shit, is that music loud? My ears out. I've got new headphones right now, and they are definitely going to take a little bit to get used to. Sound is a little bit different than what I had before, but they're pretty solid. They're also $4 at DD's. But what I'm working on right now is I'm actually working on setting up a user interface, and right now I've got SoCal being my primary Windows primary source for my window, but I actually for windowing I'm actually going to be switching to GLFW, and then I'm going to use SoCal for my OpenGL stuff. It's actually going to. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty well. I haven't done one of these in a long while, so just bear with me. Let's see, GLFW, SoCal dim samples. Okay, so these are outdated by quite a bit. They're like 7 years old, but they still partially work. So I'll use them. So, all right. So sorry if my audio sounds weird. I may have to make some adjustments to it because right now it's saying that I'm blowing out my microphone at the moment, which is so weird. And you know what? I'm actually going to move you to this screen. Let's see. Where do I go? Let's go to mrt.nim. I'm going to partially copy copy how they did it here. I'm going to set W equals 2024, H equals 576. We're just going to make a just a standard window. It's a 4x3 regular window that you, that most, well, it's actually a 16x9 regular window, I mean. But most modern monitors support that. We're going to set you up, and then I don't care about you. I don't care about offset right now. But I do want to go ahead and initialize GLFW. I'm just going to comment out right now because I don't actually need so-called to create the window. And delete y'all. Then I'm also going to set up samples up here. Samples equals 4. Yes, samples equals 4. And this right here is just for so-called when I get too clear in the background. It doesn't do much of anything else. But right now I'm working on setting up some pretty standard stuff. Because this is old, because of the tutorial the sample I'm looking at is 7 years old. Some of it is outdated, but I can also just go ahead and convert it over to the newer GLFW bindings and so-called bindings. It's not too big of an issue. Let's see. Got there and GLF. I'm gonna set. I've got this right here is just the default. Got the default nip right here. It doesn't matter what OpenGL rendering type it's using. I do want to set at least GL version 3.3. You know what? Actually, let me see if there's a newer version I can set to. Open.
Circle Week's big deals and more are back. Good news for Circle members, and good news if you're not, because Circle is free and easy to join. Get hot daily deals at 40% off, plus BOGOs all week long. 7 days of big deals start Sunday.
Okay, so
your favorite airline?
Does 4.0 offer anything that 3.3 does not?
Get ready to say aloha, Austin, with daily service to Hawaii on Southwest.
Yeah, 3.3 is from 2010. Don't see anything I actually need that's 3.3, so let's just leave it alone right now. So, for profile, forward to that, yep. How do I set up? You know what? Let me go ahead and pull up GLFW bindings. So I'm using John Novak's bindings because the official NIMP ones that are available are way outdated, and his are quite a bit newer. Now, they're not the newest. His bindings are from last year. The official GLFW ones that NIM was maintaining, the NIM developers were like 5 years old. so I'm not going to use them. Right now, this is using 3.4.0.5. I think GLFW has been updated since, but they're still supporting the older releases. Oh yeah, latest version is 3.4. That's from last year. Okay, so 3.4 doesn't add anything that I actually want to use. It's mostly Linux stuff, although it does use some Visual Studio specific stuff, but I'm not using Visual Studio. I'm compiling with Clang. With an older version of Clang that is standalone, that doesn't rely on Visual Studio or any platform-specific libraries. Although the Linux version hasn't been tested much, it says it's specific to Ubuntu, so I'd have to see if it's actually usable on something like Arch or something else. How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. So yeah, I don't need to worry about 3.4. Yeah, I say the current 3 GLFW version that's being used for these bindings should be fine. Let's see, examples. Let's go to triangle. Big size, title, forward compatibility. I do want to set the profile. That I definitely want to set here. Ooh, this song is beautiful. I love it. See profiles. Ooh, see profile equals op for profile. It's probably not needed, but I might as well set it anyways. I don't care about you. Decorated, I do want to set to true, just because I'm on Windows. I don't know if this applies to Mac or Linux, but on Windows, if you don't set to true, the window doesn't show. It becomes a headless window, and you it's actually really hard to embed it in another rendering API or windowing API. I mean. This is not relevant. Use GLFW for windowing. Local GL/4 yeah, and for FX for OpenGL calls. I actually really like. I don't like working with regular OpenGL by itself in them. I prefer using Socol GL because it doesn't crash. The bindings for OpenGL are a bit out of date, also, and to be honest, if I use them, I've noticed that what am I trying to say? I'm actually bad at explaining this stuff. I've noticed that there is a sig fault if I use regular OpenGL because it doesn't initialize correctly. But if I use so-called GL, it works fine. In fact, let's see, do I want to run this? And I need to manually run frames since I'm not using so-call for all this. I may change that, but right now, what I'm working on is just building it and seeing if it runs. I love this song quite a bit. How's everyone doing? By the way, my name is Hal, or the archival one. Nice to meet you. This is one of my main projects. I am currently reverse engineering and developing tools for interacting with Blackrock Shooter, the game. Ooh, where's context at? Oh, whoops. I forgot to comment that out. My build system relies on, right now, it relies on PowerShell and Python. The only thing is the only thing you can install is PowerShell, and then everything else downloads and installs in a local directory to where the source code is, and then it runs all of it from there. But yeah, it relies on Python for scripting, Big for compiling, and Vim has its own compiler. And I've got set up where Vim and all of its tools get built with Zig. The reason I'm using the Zig CC compiler is because it gives caching, which means that every time you have to rebuild, for whatever reason, it's actually going to be much faster because it doesn't have to rebuild everything all at once. It saves part of the build object, like it saves part of it, and then when you have to rebuild, it uses that. And if there's any changes made, it will rebuild that part. But then that's it. So it's pretty cool. And right now, let's see if it loads up. Ooh. Ooh! Wow, okay. Did I do this wrong? So, oh, hold on. I know what's going on. I don't need to load you right now. Do I? Hold on. Let me check the example real fast. JLFW swap interval. I need to add that. Oh, and there's a callback. I can do a key callback on here. I don't have it set up yet, but that's something I need to add. I need to also check to see how GLAD is loaded in Koi. So I'm using the GLAD bindings for Koi because they are much more up to date than the official ones from OpenG, the new OpenGL library. I'm somebody who's big on libraries being supported and actively updated. Now, they can be out of date by a little bit, but they're over a year old. year or two old, then I look for something else, or I try to build my own if I need to. Koi, Glad. Okay, so Koi is a user interface library that's supposed to be very similar to IMGUI, but it is specific to NIM. It was made as a native alternative, and I'm going to try it out and see what happens. But I'm actually going to be using Glad from it, because like I said, it's much more up to date. I mean, it's only it's 3 years old, yes, but it is much more up to date than what is currently available from NIM itself. And there may actually be a way to get newer bindings. I'm not sure.
Target Circle Week's big deals and more are back. Good news for Circle members, and good news if you're not, because Circle is free and easy to join. Get big deals at 40% off, plus BOGOs all week long. 7 days of big deals start Sunday. Restrictions apply.
Hold on, I wonder if I could do foods article with it. I don't know. Seal context. Let's see. Alright, so before I do anything, I need to set swap interval. What that does is that just, I believe that just tells it to use VSync, so it doesn't have some screen tearing or anything. Especially once I start setting up actual some kind of viewer for models and textures and whatnot. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know how hard that's going to be. Alright, so if not, this right here, I'm just checking to make sure the window loads. UL glad dot, I bet it's just load GL. And then what is get proc address? What is that? What? Let's go ahead and just do this. Let's see. You know what? No, I bet that's built into NIM. I'd have to look at that a bit. I'm taking this straight from the so-called NIM examples for GLFW. Well, I'm taking it from that and the current bindings. Error. Utilizing VL. Let's see what happened. I also need to fix that. So right now I have where when you have to rebuild, you have to manually delete bin, the .bin folder to rebuild tools. I could probably easily implement a command line option that just forces that, or have where you hit a certain like when the user interface comes up, not the user interface, the prompt comes up, have where you press a certain key and it automatically builds. I'm not sure yet. I don't think that'd be too hard though. Right now the build system is in flux. It's not going to permanently stay this way. I still need to add shell script support. There might actually be a way to do run a standalone. I'm not sure.
For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac extra value meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions,
Ooh, okay, so
medium fries, and a
glad.
drink. Need to change that jingle.
Oh yeah.
Participation may vary.
How do I have this set up? Oh yeah, okay. It's GL, duh. Whoops. Let's go ahead and just do GL here. And let's rebuild. Also, I need more water. Huh? Hey guys, I need more water. I'm water. It looks like it's building fine now. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so I need to find out how it detects load GL. We'll go from there. I'll be right back, guys.
Granger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Granger for professional grade products and next day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
So I'm back. Sorry about that. Get more water and stretch a little bit. Now, sitting on the floor, kitchen, or my dining room. I'm somebody who doesn't like to have a desk, to be honest. I'm not a big furniture person. So, undeclared identifier load GL. How do you do load G? Huh. Oh, it is actually glad load GL. Interesting. So this is a straight. A straight binding. Cool. The main reason I'm trying to set up a user interface. Well, there's two reasons I'm trying to set it up. One, it's actually getting more and more tedious and tiresome for me to have to manually look at data. And two, I want the tools to be user friendly for the people that use them. And yes, you guys can't see it, but with the build system, there is an unhandled exception at the moment that I'm going to leave in there because of how Atlas, the build tool I'm using, how it works. It doesn't, by default, it does not allow you to. It doesn't allow you to. What's it called? It doesn't allow you to set the cache locally. It's always by default going to be somewhere in the user's directory. I don't want that. I want everything, or as much as I possibly can have, locked in the build directory as I can. There are some things that are going to go into user's cache directory, but for the most part, I want to try and keep everything self-contained. So illegal storage access, it is initializing the window, which is good. Let's see. Huh. Setting the position's cool. But I don't care about it right now. Do I need to use the primary monitor? I wonder if that's actually required. Leave that. That needs to be after a knit, right? That's what it says here. So you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put it right below here. Now I'm just experimenting. So if anybody has suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or drop them in the chat. I don't expect a whole lot of people to show up for this. This is a very obscure game, and not people know about it or know about my project. Lol. Newborn cordon. Goodbye. You are definitely a big old box. Okay, so do I actually need to get the monitor right now? I'm gonna leave that alone at the moment. Need to do one thing. Don't. That may or may not work. Then I'm gonna do frame there. Probably change that. That is just from Focal. They default using frame. So oh, it's asking me to physically restart everything. That's annoying.
To ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on.
Don't exactly like that, but you can't. Right now, you can't listen to YouTube playlists without downloading all the tracks and then loading them that way. Let's see if the window stays open this time. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's not going to stay open at the moment. I want to do this. Don't care about you at the moment. About the viewport at the moment either. I wonder if that's what's causing the issue. Yeah, that's Not quite what I was looking for. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops. Um, whoops. I was looking at GLW sample. I was actually meaning to look at the so-called NIM GLFW sample. So it says I need to work on new make context current. Go ahead and put that right here. Then in an SG, what are you? Are you SGL? So-called, your so-called graphics. I might not have to use SGL. I'd have to look. SG.setup. SG.description. I don't care about loading anything special there. And I also don't care about loading images at the moment. My only goal right now is to try and get everything to load properly. Actually, I bet that's what's going on here. I bet because I didn't initialize SG, that's why it wasn't working like I wanted it to. But yeah, I may not need SGL at all. Oh wait, I've already got stuff right here. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Whoops, I forgot to set up an ed here. Bet that's why
Okay, if there's one
crashing on me.
need to meet, this is dope tech from Wix. Now this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store, and after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over, or you can tweak something specific like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website builder.
Let's see if the window loads now. You son of a mother. Oh, no. Oof. Oof. That would actually get me in trouble. So, oh, I draw. Maybe I need to put swap buffers. Yeah, the window is not staying open. So at least you work. Um, can set you to. Maybe I need to do ELFW swap buffers, maybe? So a lot of this is no man's land. This is stuff that there's not much documentation out there on how all this works. This is all set up, so I'm kind of winging it at the moment. Oh, so I think it's SGL that's acting, or so-called graphics that's acting up on me. Let me see what happens with that. Those of you that know how if you want to rely on the Qt bindings or Raylib, it's because both of those, well, the Qt bindings, I don't like Qt's license that much. I will use it if I need to, but I don't like its license, and it's also way more complex to set up than I'd like.
The opposite of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms, not naming names. They all suck.
Raylib,
One day, total
I
opposite.
don't.
It spread, and people
I haven't really tried it, but it's primarily for game development. And because of that,
It's not a chore.
I don't see it as possibly being the best for applications.
The user is king. You can create workflows yourselves, no IT, no admins, and that's why we love it. There's no roadblocks. Everything can just be done instantly. We have people creating workflows and showing them off around the company. They take
Ah.
I know it sounds like a commercial, but honestly, I never expected it to have this much influence.
Okay.
Purina
Go
conducts
ahead.
over 100,000 quality checks every day.
You actually go ahead and do
Which means you only have to check for one thing. The Purina name on your
new
pet
stuff and try again.
Purina cares here and here.
Right now, I'm just trying to see if maybe it is the GLFW bindings that are the problem, or if it's so-called. So, huh. Wait, what is going on here? Alright, so right now I'm checking to see if there's a memory leak of some type. What is going on? Interesting. So it's actually frozen right now. What is the process? It's also maxed out my CPU at the moment. Oh, no, it's not. It's just using quite a bit of it, but what's my memory doing? My memory's still good. What exactly is going on? We're trying to figure out where it's at. Oh, there you are. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but at the moment, it's frozen. It's not using much memory, it's just not responding. Huh. Interesting. But it's not memory leak. It's very odd.
Scale your content 10 times faster with Magic Write. Turn one idea into tons of content tailored for any audience or platform, all in a few clicks. Save time with fast and easy content generation. Try it on Canva Pro today.
They built these roads as if they knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and X7, proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Lease the BMW X5
We'll
for
leave that
$999
alone for right now. Maybe. Maybe this is the problem. Not sure. Let's turn you off right now. Let's go out and see what we can. Try again. Not sure what exactly is the problem here, but we'll figure it out. We need to readjust my legs. So I don't mind. I don't mind streaming on the floor like I am. It's just I do have to adjust every so often. Horrible. I might get a back chair or something. I don't need it right now, but might do that just for comfort. try this again. What exactly is the problem? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the look at Task Manager at the moment to see if maybe there's a spike somewhere. Okay, so there's a slight spike in CPU usage, but memory usage is not too bad at the moment. Maybe stuck with maybe stuck with using just SoCal here. SoCal, one of the reasons I'm using it is the developer of it, is the one that's handling the bindings, and they are always up to date. Every time he releases a new version, he has it automatically update the bindings, which is really nice. So yeah. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go back and do just a. Go ahead and just do a minimum. Hold on. I wonder if maybe that's the problem. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do a minimum minimum version, and we'll go from there.
There's DIY, and there's doing it yourself. It's the difference between being creative and being a creator.
And I do care about size on this.
And a household name. Between a daydream
Cleanup. Oh, nope. Not really cleanup at all.
You do it yourself. Create your website on Wix.
Oops.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games. Unlock bigger screens and better controls for even sweeter battles. Go play on PC with Google Play Games.
Yeah, this now. So I need to go ahead and show them that. Well, good luck, guys. I also love that song. I'm not a big rap person overall, but this song is pretty good. Since I'm not sure what's causing the issue, I'm currently doing a very minimal GLFW window and see what happens. done building. It doesn't take very long for it to rebuild. Huh. Okay, so it's not the minimum. It's something else. Oh, yeah. This is the problem. Let's go ahead and comment that out. Delete you, rebuild, and we'll try it again.
My old insurance company raised my rates, so I started looking around. Allstate made it really easy to switch, and I was able to get better coverage for a better price.
Find buzzer beaters and cliffhangers in one place. Get 100 plus channels of movies, TV, and live sports. YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
So, you know what? I'm just going to do echo. Great. Huh. Okay, so it doesn't like it. So it's not the swap interval that's the problem. Maybe it's that right there. Wow, with that with close. Maybe I need to do something else with that. Wonder if that's the problem. You often WDM that's got it, or the in the wrapper. There is a window close callback. Okay. bet that's what I need to do. So let's make cleanup clothes. Yeah, it has callbacks. I bet that's what's going on.
Stay on brand across every platform. Keep your branding consistent for all designs in a few clicks. Canva makes it easy to stay on brand. Try it on Canva Pro today.
Does it exist? Should close. You know what? Let's do if when should close. Window closed. Else. Let's try that. For the lulz. It says that that exists. It's just just I don't have anything that to close causes it to close. Let me try something. Yeah, I don't have any callbacks for it. Maybe I need to add a callback. Get it to work. It didn't work like it was supposed to, but it didn't hang either. Beautiful. I'll not switch close frame. So I need to set up, yeah, I need to set up fucking, let's set up callbacks here. Alright, so, window close callback. Let's do mouse button callback. No. Let's go ahead and just do. Alright, how do you do window close callback? So, I'm not much of a programmer, guys. I mean, I can program, but I'm definitely not a professional. So, you guys can't see what I'm looking at right now. Might have to show it. What I'm looking at right now is just the documentation, well, the code and some examples on how to do what I'm trying to do. There's not much documentation for the GLFW bindings for NIM, but the thingamabob, the what's it called? But the code is commented really well, and it's pretty easy to follow. And there are quite a few examples.
Build a website you love.
With a close callback.
For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it. Make every detail yours.
So
Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not.
you don't mess with them.
Crystallize it.
Right here, I'm just initializing GLFW. Pretty standard stuff. This right here is checking to see if the window was initialized. If it's not, go ahead and quit and throw an error.
And take you where you want to go. Smooth to make.
This just says it's a USB sync. That way there's not a bunch of screen tearing, and it just renders as fast as the monitor renders. If it's in context, the window and see. This will work. Maybe config will work here. Window close, callback equals window close, callback. We have to do GLW. May not have to do C declare here, but I'm going to anyways. I'm still not fully sure what that's for yet, other than the FFI foreign framework interface. Is that what I believe that means? Basically, that's just how it reads C code into NIM, and how it takes NIM code and passes it to C code or C library. Window close callback. Let's go ahead and just do cleanup. Cleanup also set ELFW dot quick close equals true cleanup. There we go. And then I'm just gonna have to echo window closed for debug purposes. I don't have any debug settings set up, but it might actually be useful. Let's see if this works. I'm just going to delete you. If I put you in close callback, then I don't have to call you Q. Now I'm just building it. Ooh! Okay, what broke? Okay, so I can't... Huh! I can't assign it. Interesting. Yeah, it says I cannot assign should close. Hold on. That should be... Should work now.
Introducing Grammarly like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. Imagine a little voice on your shoulder, whispering clarity, credibility, and citations. Expert Review gives you that voice of reason. A seasoned expert in your
With
field
the
by
build
offering feedback on
build window, I
what you
could
know
put
and
it.
give. Whether it's business, science, or something niche, Expert Review is inspired by top-tier authors, peer-reviewed sources, and seasoned pros in that field. It can help you strengthen your arguments, draw direct quotes, frame your thoughts, and give your paper that expert's touch to make it truly shine. You can even select from experts based on a series of categories. With Grammarly's Expert Review, you're not just writing with confidence, you're writing with world-class expertise right by your side.
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow. Others
Okay, that looks pretty good.
loaded up on switchbacks, hairpins.
I have to make sure my code is actually showing in notice that I'm working on showing on OBS. But yeah, that'll work.
Proudly assembled in South Carolina and
Okay, right now
largest plant worldwide.
it's a little hacked together. File not found. It didn't build. Okay, so it has to be GLW. The close command. Close callback. Okay. Let's not put that in there. You. Ooh, it didn't complete. What's broken now? Window close, callback. Where are that? So, like I said, I'm having to look at the code to figure out how this works. I think I'm done. Am I done? That's correct. And it says it's gotta be not GLW, it's gotta be window. Or win. Whoops. I'm definitely dumb at the moment. Let's try that again. So right now, it's the way the build system works is it first downloads Python, an older version of Python 3. It downloads some helper libraries, and then it starts downloading Zig, LLVM, and NIM, and it starts building NIM and all of its tools. And then it starts building everything from there. The goal here is to stop using QuickBMS and go to a fully unified system.
Ooh! What's broke here? Oh, it's a closure, that's why. Whoops. Well. Yeah,
Big games,
screwed that up.
big finales, big relief. Get 100 plus channels of live sports, movies, and TV in one place. YouTube TV. Try it free.
It's a bug there anyways. The period right there. I don't use closures that much, but apparently they're useful in them. Those of you that don't know what that is, basically they're a way to pass a function, which is a proc here. I mean, you could also do function in them, both work, but there's some differences with how it works with compile time, so I just use cross. I mean, but anyways, a function is just a chunk of code that performs a specific action or a bunch of actions. You know what? Let's not even put anything there. Let's just try and run it without using any what do they call it? It's not prefix, it's any what the fuck is it called? I don't know, the guy. It's what the hell is it called? Time flags, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, how the hell did you do this? Oh, yeah, it's gotta be with project.
I took control, went solo, and built my own online knife empire. I loved being a chef, but working in someone else's kitchen just wasn't cutting it for me. So I ordered 200 hand.
I gotta do one more thing. Tell it to specifically use the GLFW version.
When you own the details, you own the results. Wix gave me that control. And the impact? Forbes 30 under 30, $1 million in revenue, and I'm just getting started. I don't just make knives, I forge my own path.
There we go, it's building fine now. Okay, loaded. It is having some problems right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a key callback. Maybe a mouse button callback too. I'm just going to use a key callback for right now. Maybe there's like a config I can do. Not what I'm looking for. Don't like mouse button though.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious.
Oh, I could be all it is you need. 'Cause we are trying to find a way.
Let's set it to
If I could sleep, I dream of what we but I can feel you slip further from me. Oh, it makes it hard to be when you are all that I want, but don't have. And I'll run into the sea, follow
that YouTube going set a keyboard. This key callback work. Set key call. Here, let's set off that key right now. Key callback, we go. Key, scan code, action. What's the key action? Insert into area. There's gotta be a way to get closer. So what I'm doing right now is just straight up, let's just go this route. W dot E. Oh. W dot key. It could be it's 32. Yeah. Doesn't look like key actions actually used anywhere outside of just straight up W's library. Okay, so it's in wrap. That's what's going on. Yeah. Fast. And I do have to use wrapper for some stuff.
When all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow, others long and winding. Loaded up on switchbacks, hairpins, and breathtaking views, it's almost as if everyone knew we were coming. The X3, X5,
So key
and
up,
X7
key down,
proudly assembled in South Carolina
keys.
at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Lease the 2025 BMW X330 X-Drive for $599 per month.
Huh.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually love to use. It lets you set up your workflows yourself. No admin, no long approval process. You're in charge. If it's any type of work, marketing, sales, HR, llamas, and there's a free trial, so what's the harm? You know what? I'm ready to fall in love again. Thanks, Talking Llama. Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use. Can you guys see her? Can anyone see else?
What the crap? Oh wait, no, I'm not. Okay, so this right here just closes it out if the keyboard is not being pressed. Case. Case key but I'm just gonna go ahead and just do case key. Good. Equals. Let's see what happens. What I could do is I could tell it to when it closes. I could just tell it to. Could just tell it to go ahead and act like it's. Are you serious? Oh. Right now it's saying that it needs to cover everything, which I don't want. I'm just going to go ahead and do else earn. That should solve that problem. Yeah, I forgot to default. But there may be a way to set. There may be a way to set the close button to automatically act like it's pressing the escape key. Because right now I'm just trying to figure out how to actually close the window and all that. Of course, something I may do is I may just go ahead and switch to Zig. Because Zig seems to have much better Zig or Python seem to have much better UE support than much better UV support than it does. And I'll be right back, guys. I need to take a short break. Sorry about that.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need with full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize every element of your website and watch your vision come to life in minutes. Control everything from the biggest tasks to the finest details. Personalized, optimized, ready to go live.
To where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play unlocked on PC with Google Play Games. Unlock bigger screens and better controls for even sweeter battles. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
Looking for tool storage that's both affordable and built to last? Choose the trusted durability of U.S. General from Harbor Freight. Whether you're looking for complete storage solutions, roll cabinets, carts, or accessories for your garage, U.S. General has it all. With a full selection of colors, customization options, parts, trays, and more. You can build your setup just the way you want. Pick yours up today and see why U.S. General is trusted across America. U.S. General, only at Harbor Freight.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that. I'm back. Doing good. How you doing, buddy? Haven't set up my on break screen or anything else like that yet. But I'm doing well. How you doing, man? So I need to set action and then mod keys. I'm doing pretty good. The mod keys to do this. So I have to set modifier key on this. Just going to not actually using mod keys here, by the way. Just primarily trying to figure out how to close the window. Looks like with GLFW, I will have to do use a key binding, which isn't ideal. Coding. So my main project I've been working on for over a year is a reverse engineering project for the game Blackrock Shooter, the game for the PlayStation Portable. I have not figured out every file format that they've used, that the developers use, but I've got a large majority of them figured out. And right now, I am working on setting up a user interface for my extraction tools. Right now, it uses QuickBMS to do all the extracting, but I want to make it where this can be used on pretty much any platform, and QuickBMS doesn't get enough updates for my liking. So I'm trying to make some tooling that allows people to open up files and look at the content instead of just extracting the script. I also want to make it where it's a whole lot easier to work with mod tools and whatnot. Does that make sense? I've actually figured out most of the major file formats. Okay, so we're still not working like I want. New game server development so I can follow. The game doesn't have multiplayer, so yeah, it doesn't have multiplayer. It is a single player only game. That would be drastically beyond the scope of what I'm working on at the moment. That would be more for when I get to where or somebody else gets to where they start rebuilding the entire game engine from ground up. But yeah, that's way down the line at the moment. All right, so so doing GLFW with the NIM seems like it's probably going to be too much work for what I need, and it's too much of a no man's land. I really don't want to do SDL or Qt if I can avoid it, mostly because both of those require downloading precompiled libraries or building everything from source to begin the work. And That's not what I'm trying to do, especially with the NIM bindings. I want to do this. I know Zig with Sokol and Clay seems to work fine. Either way, I'm trying to get something going.
Making a website on Wix.
May just have to go full command line and then do WebSocket. WebSocket and then have a
We always felt like our content was all about entertainment.
have a user interface in a totally different language.
Business side. One of the things that we knew was basically essential was getting our own website, so people would actually see a proper.
What kind of game server stuff are you talking about? And what kind of games? Because that's like I said, that's way outside the scope of what I'm currently working on at the moment.
Things that we're going to get to do in the next year or 5 years. That if we can do this as a job, anything's possible.
May just have to do a terminal user interface for the time being. But yeah, GLFW looks like it's not going to be viable at the moment. Cool. I haven't gotten that far yet. This game, Black Rusher Shooter, the game for the PlayStation Portable, is a very obscure game. In fact, the official Black Rusher fan community Discord has maybe 150 total active members, and that's it. All right. This is getting way too complicated for what I need. And even though GLFW 3 does have some pretty up-to-date bindings, it's doing this in NIM seems like it's just going to be way too complicated, and it's just not up there. User interface stuff in NIM is very much a no man's land, but doing extraction and porting my quick BMS scripts to NIM is perfectly viable. In fact, I enjoy it, so I'm going to drop doing the user interface stuff in NIM, do it in a different language, and we'll go from there. And probably set up a WebSocket implementation, and then do a backend, and front end system, kind of like what you do for web servers. Well, how hard is that, by the way? But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
So the reason I'm using them is mostly because I like the syntax, and for extraction purposes, it is amazing. It's also heavily used in malware and reverse engineering projects for it's heavily used in making malware. Is what I'm trying to say. Malware is something that interests me. Not making malware, but reverse engineering it and figuring out what it does. That's something that heavily interests me. But yeah, we're all right. I'm gonna go ahead and just split this up and do a front and back end system. Extractors, we got tools. I'm not really comfortable with using Zig, though, for actually like I'm not comfortable with learning Zig at the moment because it's way it's useful, it's good, but it's also something that I don't see myself being able to quickly pick up. I'm actually more I'm more comfortable with JavaScript and libraries like Hacks or frameworks like Hacks than I am with Zig at the moment. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do just do WebSocket, and then I'm going to run a back-end front-end system. That shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, yes, I do have Zig already implemented, but I don't feel like I don't feel like doing all my stuff in Zig, my friend's stuff in Zig at the moment. Even though it does seem like it's not too difficult. What do you guys think? I'm gonna keep the Zig code in for right now. And instead of building all the extra tools like I was doing, instead of dynamically building them, I'm going to use that code and hard code everything to work as in hard code Bayarc. Hard code the Bayarc directory. Bayarc is what it is it's a tooling that, or it's what I'm going to call the tooling I'm making. Also, I don't like you. Also, I may take a break from this. New folder, back in the new folder, front end. Extractors into backend, tools in the backend. There we go. And UV is going to be in front end. Also, I found that SQLite, at least with NIM, SQLite is kind of funky. In fact, I wonder if I can build SQLite from source with Zig. Yeah, let's try that. Because I like having a database in the code. Yeah, what if I could just build SQLite with Zig? Because that with Zig CC, because that would solve quite a few problems. Yeah, let's go ahead and also I need to do one more thing. Set to depth of 1. I don't want to download everything. I just want it to be the latest commit at the moment, and then I want to try and build that with Zig. Should be able to just build a straight Zig and that's it. But yeah, for okay, so for the MIM SQLite bindings, not having a static build or having something build against, it was that's why I was not using using SQLite anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and just work on that. But yeah, need to update the build system. Is it stage 3 that I want to work with? I'm only going to build the BRS tools. The BRS extraction tools. Custom source directory is actually just going to be custom source directory. Just need to build the back end and build the front end. Extraction tools. I only want to build the front and back end, and that's it. Let's actually rename you as backend. Food third. Don't need you. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow,
source,
others long and winding.
source,
Loaded up
back
on
end.
switchbacks, hairpins, and breathtaking views. It's almost as if everyone
We
knew they were
made
coming. The X3, X5, and X7, proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Lease the 2025 BMW X330 X-Drive for $599 per month.
Yeah, they are
More sports, more
just
movies,
going to be
less
renamed
drama. Get
to
features that make watching live TV even easier.
old,
YouTube TV.
so it
Try
doesn't
it free.
automatically
Terms
pick
apply.
it
Cancel
up.
anytime.
The back and forth.
Going to try and rebuild
Don't ignore
everything.
the signs we've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way.
Also, I'm starting to get hungry, guys. But so you didn't build properly, cannot open file extractors and installing backend. Oh yeah, I need to move you to a different directory. Main
It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing.
Yeah, backend. Then we're going to load the front end in a different language. I may still use Zig, I'm not sure. Cannot open source main. Where is custom source directory? Find that. Okay, for your source directory. Let's go ahead and
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and
go
Verizon picked
a
up
little
the
bit to it, and then
handsome and hilarious. It's
yeah.
a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Do it, do it, do it now. Spritz it good. Rub it on your body just like you should.
Gonna leave the Argolog. That should work fine. I'll work fine. The source directory is source backend. Do so should work fine. So I'm going to set you to version 0.02. Now, are you going to build properly? Source main. Maybe it's the problem. Okay, so that's gotta be back in Virginia. So we're going to do source directory and then back in main maybe. So, huh. So it's actually just ignoring it. Of course, that means that big.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually love to use. It lets you set up your workflows yourself. No admin, no long approval process. You're in charge. Did you see the dashboards? They update in real time from your team's day to day, so you're always in control.
No freaking way. I don't have to put the data in myself?
Are you for real? Monday.com handles all the boring stuff, so you can focus on what really matters.
You know what? I'm ready to fall in love again. Thanks, Talking Llama.
You don't remember my name, do you?
Of course I do.
Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use.
Can you guys see her? Can anyone see Elsie?
I'm starting to get hungry, so kick for a tune out there. In fact, I think I will. I need to think about this.
And you need to set a bun, and you don't know what set means. Okay, you're gonna want shine and hold. This'll keep her hair sleek, and this'll keep it cute.
That's so weird. Let's delete you. I'm not going to build SQLite just yet, but I need to delete you and then delete cache. Big. I'm going to delete all y'all. Try it again. Is the cannot open source main. Why is it looking for source main? That's so weird. Maybe that's what I've got to do. So cannot open source main. So maybe let's go ahead and do this. See what happens. I think it's going to. I don't think it's going to be back end. It might.
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow, others long and winding. Loaded up on switchbacks, hairpins, and breathtaking views, it's almost as if everyone knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and X7, proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Hurry in to lease the 2026 BMW X5 S-Drive 40i for $939 per
We're
month.
going to.
I hereby dub the AI Security Certified.
That's not how it works. We don't have to do all this. We got the ISO 42001. This means that ClickUp has the same industry-leading standards as companies like Google and Microsoft.
What about Notion and Monday and Asana? Do they have it?
They don't have it.
Then we shall feast in victory!
Great. Yours? If that's all. Get weaker, guys. Starting to get hungry. It's about lunchtime, and it's actually building fine now. Beautiful. It built like it was supposed to. What was it looking for? So I'm going to hard code this a bit. But yeah, I'm going to hard code it a bit. And build the back end, then build the front end. BRS archive extractor. Doesn't require a whole lot. I don't care about GLFW right now.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play unlocked on PC
Files
with
found
Google
in
Play Games.
project.
Unlock bigger screens
Save.
and better controls for even sweeter battles. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
So front end is a little bit buggy. Oh yeah, there's no meat. So hopefully still.
Sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you can put the fire out.
Folder source. I'm going to put you right here. So this is going to be main and going to just be a go something. To take care of any.
You already know how to get the shot. Your website should feel just as cinematic as your work looks. Bluehost makes that part simple. First, go to bluehost.com. It has everything you need. Choose your plan and use the AI builder. Just describe your filmmaking brand or production services, and it generates a custom WordPress site design in seconds. From there, you can customize your layout, upload behind-the-scenes photos, demo reels, or completed work. Create a product catalog for digital assets. Even add appointment
That.
planning consultations,
Grab some food and just take a few hour break.
so it's trusted, flexible, and built to grow. Launch your website today with Bluehost.
Says cannot open file. Yeah. So right now I'm just working on building. I don't have everything set up to build in multiple languages at the moment. Also, there was an error. Oops, the error. Profile not project. That's not right. There are two. And actually, so the front end is going to be a different language than the back end. So let's delete you right now. Shoot. Should build the back end fine. The BRS fine. We're going to go ahead and commit the changes for right now. Yes.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is commit him
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as
and
an arrow, others long and winding. Loaded up on switchbacks, hairpins, and breathtaking views, it's almost as if everyone knew we were coming. The X3
it at least partially works.
proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Lease the 2025 BMW X330 xDrive for $599 per month.
Just going to build back end, then build the front end in a different language. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for right now, take a lunch break, and then reevaluate my stuff, and then probably will be back, or I do plan to be back in maybe a couple of hours, although I may go to do some gaming, I'm not sure. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for hanging out.